Hello, welcome to 1997 Batman.com. Today we are looking at Ice Terror Mr. Freeze with Street Chill Drag... Sorry, I can't keep a straight face. With Street Chill Dragster and Ice Crystal Rocket. Yeah, this is one of the deluxe figures that Kenner did for the Batman and Robin toy line, movie toy line. As you can see, he is in this massive kind of dragster, is what it calls it. I would call it just a three-wheel kind of like mobility scooter, but hey-ho. Let's get him out and have a quick look at him. Have a look at what we got for the figure. This is a pretty cool figure. I like this. As you can see, we're sort of halfway. We're still not quite looking like he did in the movie, as this figure, later Mr. Freeze figure, did. But he's looking a lot better than one of the early figures. This one did, which is obviously, this one's based on concept art, so we're sort of, yeah, we're sort of moving away and more into this. They've got, let's just go in a little bit closer, because around the back, I think this is meant to be, that's meant to be his bald head there, and these are just sort of like wires running over. He's got the blue goggles rather than the red goggles that he had in this early one. The head seems just a little bit bigger. Let's put him side by side with that one. His head just seems a little bit bigger, just a bit more Arnie about this one, I think. And obviously, you know, the big, chunky kind of shoulder pads and stuff are more reminiscent of how he looked in the film. Let's get these guys away, though, because we're not looking at those today. We're looking at this guy. So yeah, he's got kind of all this tubing and stuff, which looks kind of cool. I kind of like it. I like the kind of like green and the blue and stuff, with the little bits of silver underneath. He's got these very spiked gauntlets. Almost looks a little bit like Batman from a distance there with the kind of spiked gauntlets. But yeah, all in all, I quite like that figure. It's quite cool. So his vehicle, this ice rocket, pops off there. It's got a little kind of notch there. Stick that in his hand, if you can. Okie doke. And then, yeah, I think it's just a push fire one. It's not a spring missile. So let's just take it out of his hand and see how that goes. Oh god, I can't even do it. Oh no, I see. You push it down, it is spring. Whoop, there that goes. So that's your spring missile. So you can fire that either from his hand or from the vehicle. And then this is his vehicle. So you put him in kind of like this. But yeah, this vehicle, I don't quite understand. It also kind of stretches into being like a longer vehicle. I don't know, or is that, I think maybe that's just to help him. I don't know. There's no instructions on the back of the box, so I'm not entirely sure what it's trying to make you do. Obviously this needs to be down, otherwise the missile won't fire, but I think that's just to kind of get him in, and then you clip it back up so that he's kind of locked firmly in place. I think that's it. I was trying to figure it out. And these wheels, these back wheels also, as you can see, there's like you can slide the axle back to make it like a real low rider. And I guess longer? Yeah, I guess, oh, I suppose it does look a little bit more intimidating. And yeah, a longer figure. Vehicle, I mean. But yeah, then you close it up and then you push the wheels up and then it's a slightly different vehicle. Neither of them look particularly intimidating though. It's a real shame they never made Mr. Freeze-mobile. This is as close as I think we got, which is a shame because it looks like such a obvious candidate to make a toy out of. But anyway, I guess it was maybe not designed early enough. But yeah, this is cool, and just like some extra little details, you've got like these spikes on the wheels, you know, as if he's sort of got all-weather vehicles that he can go through the snow. Yeah, there's underneath just like a little wheel. Yeah, just kind of odd. I'm never really a fan of these. Kenner did a lot of these where it was sort of like, you know, Robin, you know, had a little kind of like skating kind of thing for Batman Forever, and I never really liked it then. They just seem a little weird. If you're going to make a Batmobile, make me a big Batmobile. Don't kind of, you know, kind of half-ass it. But anyway, that is Ice Terror Mr. Freeze. It's a pretty cool figure. But yeah, if you're just going to go for movie accuracy, just get this guy. But this is kind of fun.